What's happening, guys? My name is OTG and I'd like to welcome you to our second race with Lotus Renault here in Spa. And Spa is a fantastic circuit, as we all know. I'm not the biggest lover of Spa. I like Eau Rouge and that's pretty much it. I don't like the track, not my style of track. Too fast paced. Kimi Räikkönen there, I think, had qualified in front of me, but I believe I did have some difficulties in qualifying. First time he's out-qualified me in this whole entire series. He's never out-qualified me before, but there you go, guys. A little bit of a weird thing there. What happened was I just restarted the race. I had a bit of contact. I wanted to do it cleanly and fairly, so I did redo it, and let's just get on with it. So here we go. Great race, great track, as we all know. Lotus are hopefully going to push me to that title contendership where I wanted. I backed off of this corner completely, get a little bit of contact with Jenson Button there, but nobody is harmed. A little bit of my front wings damaged. Jenson Button gets the position, so he decided to go on, but we're into 7th now, going up Eau Rouge in the wet, as I don't think I've mentioned yet, but Paul di Resta there in 5th now. Gonna have to look around the back of Paul di Resta. No DRS, of course, in this race, and also there'll be no pit stops at all, so we'll be staying on these intermediate tyres, so like we did have in Valencia. I believe I'm going to be just showing you highlights of the race, because this race is pretty boring as we come now. Paul di Resta outbreaking Paul di Resta, Fernando Alonso looking around the outside of Fernando Alonso, but we cannot make the move done. Going a little bit wide, opening a gap for Paul di Resta, but Paul di Resta can't make it stick, and I can tell you now that we will not be catching Fernando Alonso with that top pack. That's a certainty, and the guy up front, Lewis Hamilton, will go ahead and push forward. He's already started to pull out a gap. So there we go. But we are there, of course, Fernando Alonso going side by side with Fernando Alonso. We're caught up with him. Obviously, this is a pre-recorded race. This race was recorded a long time ago. I can tell you that I'm a lot further on in the season. In fact, as the time of recording the audio for this, I'm actually in the United States of America. I'm at Texas. I'm at the American Grand Prix, and that's going to be a very interesting race, of course. But you've got loads of races to look forward to. You've got Monza, where we pick our our rival. You've got the race in Singapore, which will be interesting. We've got the Asias. We've got South Korea, Japan, and of course India. Then we go to Abu Dhabi, one of the most extremely nice circuits on the grid. Beautiful lighting, well played by Codemasters there for what they did. And we finish off the season with a trip to the United States of America and Brazil, and we outbreak ourselves going into the chicane corner bus stop chicane. That's it. I am smart. Get mad. Yep. One thing I'd like to quickly touch on now in this commentary, whilst we're doing career mode, obviously, I like to do a little bit of commentary topics whilst we do these, is something about mods. Now, PC, you get loads and loads of mods. Lots of mods. That's quite a few. Lots of mods. Yeah, why? I don't know why I did that, but we got lots of mods on PC, which basically means that you can have different cars. So we've got the cars from 2000 from the millennium year 2000 to around 1990 on the PC. You can get mods for them. You've got this year's latest mods. You get different camera angles. Now, obviously PC, you get the bonus of that, but why can't we have it on the consoles of PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360? Now, obviously the next gen consoles will be out later this year. I'm hoping on the next gen consoles they might actually bring out so we get mods and DLCs. Now, the DLC packs could contain anything from, anything from the different skins of the cars, different helmets, customization, legends, old tyres, could be anything to spice up the game and the gaming experience of Codemasters Formula 1 2013. Anything like that could really improve the game a hell of a lot. So I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, there's a few ideas that I've had on the game. I've made loads of Formula 1 2013 game ideas. I don't think I'm going to touch on every single one I've gone through, but there are so many things we can go through. It's a penalty system. We can go through the way that people get crashed and they don't get punished because all they have to do is quit the game. The way that career mode gets a little bit boring after a while and repetitive. My career mode, though, I'm actually really enjoying it, surprisingly. Yeah, at the end of this episode, guys, I'll tell you who our rival is. Quite an interesting rival, but you'll see the rival, of course, in Monza. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy my career mode, because I put a lot of effort into my career mode. I mean, the editing side, I just do the first few laps and then the highlights and the pit stop and the end. Pretty basic, really, but it's fun to do. Racing wise, I've really enjoyed it. I think today I've gone from, I think it was South Korea all the way to Abu Dhabi. That's just in one day, so that means I've done Korea, India, Abu Dhabi in one day, and that's 3 races in one day, and I am absolutely shattered after that. Worst race I've done so far this season, probably Singapore. That's a horrible circuit. Qualifying in Singapore is interesting. You have to look forward to that, though. That's in 2 episodes time, so you guys will have to look forward to that. As we're coming around now, Fernando Alonso looking around the back of our car, doesn't go for anything, no, because Fernando Alonso is a smart cooker. There's Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, I believe, has come in the pits, so yeah, that just shows you the gap. We're going a little bit wide there, going in into the braking zone. But yeah, in general, I mean, career mode is very exciting, but I want them to do more customization in the next game. Anything along them lines could be really, really crucial to the development of Codemasters and their company in Formula 1 game making. I mean, my most popular videos is who will be making F1 2013, and it is now, when the video is out, they didn't confirm, but now it is definitely Codemasters who are making the next game. There was always speculation about EA making the game, as Fernando Alonso makes the pass, beautiful passing move there by Fernando Alonso, as we do go into the pit stop very shortly. But yeah, Codemasters always are going to be making them games until obviously they make some stupid mistake and they can't afford to do the contracting. When a big company like EA or someone like that comes in and says, yep, we'll make this game now, and they'll have the sponsors, they'll have the money, they'll have the funding. As long as their servers are okay, I think we'll be happy. It's probably the only thing I'm not looking forward to is servers, but I'll play offline mode. I think most people who play Formula 1 will play sprint mode for like the first 3 or 4 weeks to get to the high levels, and then go on career mode, and then get bored of the game, and then just find something else. The game doesn't have the longest life, unless of course you're a big F1 career mode guy, like Athlete's a big career mode guy, so is Arav. Ryan's doing pretty well with his career mode. What's it? Alex at Afro, his career mode's pretty popular. So yeah, unless of course your career mode is something people like to see, then you're gonna get the views. If not, like say someone like Harrison 101 HD, he gave up on career mode because he just didn't really enjoy it at all, and I don't blame him, to be honest. He done it though since like 2010, and that's how we got his channel to such a mass size as it is. But yeah, just it's one of them things. Career mode can either be the making of your channel, or it can be the falling. It can make or break your channel. And at the moment, I mean, it's steady. It gets okay views. It will take time. I have to go on Twitter and tell people that it's on. I have to tell people when it's coming up, what's happening on Twitter. I'll do updates regularly about my career modes. Obviously, my most popular series really are my reviews and previews of the races coming up. You've also got the races like like the news. Obviously, the Sterling Moss sexist comments was a popular one. The latest news in Formula 1. Revival can be popular. I mean, genuinely, interviews with Ollie, that's a popular one. That's very popular now. If you haven't seen interviews with Ollie already, where have you been? It's a live stream I do on Friday normally. I've done one on Thursday because I was away for the weekend. But normally every Friday I do a live stream with a YouTuber. Do another YouTuber and interview them. So far in the series we have interviewed Mr. Harrison 101 HD, great guy, great friend. I've also been on his show around the corner, so go and check that out. That was a bundle of fun. I really enjoyed myself with that. But yeah, Harrison, great guy. Did about 2 hours of an interview. That was really good. You guys got really involved in that one. We've done Mr. Ryan Littlemore 1, or Ryan L83. Ryan's a great guy, really helped me out and really chilled out. And we've also done Cam Starks, or Stark 00 gameplay. That's a shorter one because we've had to, how do I say it? I had to go away with family, and Cam was obviously busy, he had to go and do something as well. That one wasn't the most exciting one, purely because we didn't have the same amount of questions and the same amount of following of subscribers. I mean, them 2 guys were at 1k plus subscribers. Cam's on 300. We got a few people to come in the stream. A few of his fans were asking questions, and Cam was a great guy, really got involved. but he had to go and do a league race. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. So people we're going to be getting next week, we've got Mickey Motions. That should be interesting. Then I'm going to try and get Into the Barrier, Racing VMM, Alex Zafro, them sort of guys. They're going to be the big hitters that you guys want to know. If you don't know who Racing VMM is, he's got a FIFA channel called Welsh Dragon DSG. Great guy, really nice. Always talking to him on Twitter. I've been on one of his podcasts before. Great guy. He's a really nice member of the community. He does some really good videos. I'll go and check him out if I was you. Racing VMM. Alex Afro, you know him. He's really good with doing all the motorsport games that he's involved with. Does all of that sort of stuff. And of course, Mickey Motions, great guy. He really started off in the F1 community. He started it all off with his live streams and his career modes and his sprint modes. Really good. I don't know how he does all the gears and all that. He's a manual guy, and that is really impressive. And of course, if you don't know Into the Barrier, then Into the Barrier is a comedy genius of Formula 1 gameplay on our community. But now, guys, we're on to the final lap. Lewis Hamilton's been dragged down to 4th, so he's obviously had a racing incident because he was up in 1st. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton's dropped down. We're in 5th. Alonso's long gone. Look at the gap between us and Alonso. If you see on the map, Alonso's the 3rd car. He's just coming round the corner now, the left-hander where he basically where he overtook us. Schumi's behind us, and Hamilton is in 4th. A horrible, dismal race this is, to be honest, guys. If I'm honest, when I was driving it, I just wanted to cry and get it over with. I was just going around this track just saying, get points, just get as many points as you can. Don't worry, just get the points. Because at this point, I'm not really challenging for the title that much. I will challenge for the title. I will try and get a title push. But of course, the chances are very slim. As we're coming around now into the 2nd sector, you can see there's Schumacher behind us, and there's some other cars, and Kimi Raikkonen, our teammate. Kimi you don't get many words out of Kimi in real life, and in this game, Kimi is very poor in my season. He's only got 9 points, has rarely got into the point scoring positions. Qualified above me. That was hopefully going to be a good sign. He could push for a high race finish. I think he does maybe score a point at the end of this. I'm not 100% sure. 11-second gap to Lewis Hamilton. And Sebastian Vettel wins the Belgian Grand Prix in this horrible racing conditions. Schumacher, though, probably isn't going to be able to make any move on me because of the horrible pouring down rain. Coming around now into the final sector, going up to the bus stop chicane. Coming now, braking so much, locking them brakes. Look at the amount of time locked them brakes. I locked them so much just to get around that corner easily. Schumacher's behind us, but we will go and take 5th position. Behind us is Schumacher and Nico Rosberg. We take 5th position, a disappointing position, but it's points on the board. Kimi finishes in 11th position, 1 place off some points. But yeah, guys, that's basically the Belgian Grand Prix, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the topic of this commentary. Next time out, we will be in Italia, Monza. That should be a very interesting one. So, the table: Vettel, Webber, Alonso, Hamilton, Glazerbluk, Schumacher, Rosberg, Jensen, Button, Sergio Perez, Pastor Maldonado. Coming back to haunt us and beating our new teammate from our old teammate, Kimi Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo. If I'm going to scroll down, maybe. Scroll down. Okay, we're not. In 1st place is Fernando Alonso. 2nd place, Sebastian Vettel. 3rd place is me. 4th place is Lewis Hamilton. 5th place is Mark Webber. 6th Button. 7th Schumi. 1st is Red Bull. 2nd Vodafone, McLaren, Mercedes. 3rd is Scuderia Ferrari. 4th is Williams. 5th is Mercedes. 6th is Albon. 7th is Lotus. Woo! Just want to say thank you guys for watching. My name is OTG. I'll see you guys in whatever my next video is. More than likely F1 commentary. If you've never been here before, it's F1. Bye.